Hey everyone, in this lesson I'm going to be showing you how to take those assets that you gathered for your book cover and putting those into Illustrator. This is going to be a two-part video. In the first video it's just copying and pasting, and then the second video is going to be actually adding a little bit of style and making the book look more interesting and artistic and in its final form. So the plan for today is to take your sketches and come up with some ideas and then take those and come up with your final design and then present it to class by Friday. So if we have time, we can print some of those out and actually see how they look on a book. So we've got this Illustrator file, which either you've got a printout of or you have the Illustrator file itself. You're welcome to use this space to put your ideas on. But what we'll be doing today is taking this portion, which is the book cover template, and then just basically replacing this text. So I'm going to switch over to Illustrator. And a lot of you have downloaded a file like this where all the text is faded out. I did that so that it would kind of be less of a distraction, but a lot of people really just wanted to use that text, which is totally fine. So what I'm going to show you how to do is how to unfade it the way it is. So you need two windows to be open. One is the layers window, and then the other is the either transparency or appearance window. You can get to both of those as well as all the windows under, you guessed it, the Windows menu. So down here we've got layers, and then we have appearance up here, and we have transparency way down here. So get those all open, and then click on the little circle here on the content layer. You don't want to click on content itself or on the name or anywhere else. You want to click on this circle, and that's going to select all the objects on that layer. And you'll see down here under transparency, it's set to 5%. So I'm just going to change that to 100, hit enter, and there you go. So what I'm going to do is change every single one of these text elements and replace it with the content I get from Google Books. Now you're going to see I'm going to have to rearrange a few things because my book title is much longer than just book title, and the subtitle is much longer than just subtitle. So you will have to do a little bit of moving. So I'm switching over to Google Books. I typed in my book here and I pulled up the info. If yours goes to a preview of the book, you'll want to click on a link that says about this book to get it to this page. So first of all, I'm just going to copy the title, Command C. Going back over here, I'm just double clicking on the text to highlight it, and then Command V. And like I said, it doesn't all fit, so I'm going to click here, hit enter to fit it on 2 lines. And now I want to move subtitle down, and I want to move author. I'm just going to move author to the bottom. All right, so the subtitle is Escape the 9 to 5, Live Anywhere, and Join the New Rich. So I'm going to copy that, paste it, and again, way too long. So I'm going to put this on 3 separate lines, like that, and then press escape. So every time I'm done editing text, I press escape to get out of the text mode. This one I want to scale down a little bit. So I'm just clicking it just with the regular arrow tool, not with the type tool. And I'm going to hold shift and just drag this bottom right corner just to make it a little smaller so it fits on this page. Okay, so 1 page down. We might as well get this spine now that we've... Oh, I forgot the author here, so I'll do that first. So one last thing, copy, paste, there we go. So now that I have done that, let's do the spine. So I'm going to copy 4-hour work week, and just paste it, and it makes it really big. So I think we can do, oh shoot, I think it's, you know what, we might just have to copy it from the browser so it doesn't copy the big version. So if I just paste it like that, yeah, it's just normal sized. So again, I'm pressing escape, moving this down a bit, and then trying to get to the subtitle. And you can move things around with the arrow keys too, if you can't get to it with the mouse. So subtitle, again, I'm going to copy this, paste it. Again, it's like a really, really long title. So I'm going to scale that down And I'm going to put this on 3 lines as well. I think part of he explained why he titled it like this, and it was partially just it was almost like for a keyword type thing. Like he was doing tests on Google and seeing which keywords were coming up, and he was doing what's called A/B testing. He was just testing out different titles, seeing what worked, and he got the best response from this. So that's why he has this really long title. Okay, so author name, copy, paste, there we go. All right, so we got the cover, the spine. Now we're just gonna get a photo and put his description and the publisher here. So you may not be able to find an image of the author on Google Books, so you may have to just do a Google image search. I ran one. Here's his picture. I'm just gonna right-click, copy image. And I'm just gonna paste. You can see it's way too big. So one thing you can do is press S. You'll see this little target shows up in the middle. And I'm just gonna hold Shift and start my mouse somewhere outside here, and then just hold Shift and then click and drag inward. And that's gonna scale that image in. So I'm gonna move this here, scale it up, and I'm gonna move this down, about the author. So I'm going back to Google Books, down here, about the author. So I'm gonna copy that, Command C, and then highlight that, Command V. And it doesn't all fit in that box, so I'm gonna drag the box down. Okay, and then publisher name. So you can see here the publisher is Ebery Publishing. So I'm gonna paste that. Okay, so we got that down. We got the spine. Then we have these last 2 sections here. So the book summary, that is at the top. I'm just gonna copy this, paste, that's done. And now I just have to replace this barcode. So the way you do that is you get the ISBN. They list 2 for some reason, so I'm going to copy the first one, and I'm going to look for free barcode generator. I already linked one in Google Classroom, but I think it's the top result if you Google it. So I'm going to paste, hit generate code, and here it is. So I'm just going to right click, copy that image, delete that, and then just paste. And I can just scale that down a bit. All right, lastly, cover design by your name. In this case, I'm just going to go J.R. Early. All right, so that is part 1, getting all that text replaced. And so in the next video, I'm going to show you how to make this look a lot more interesting and attractive and try to kind of express what the book is all about.